Hey guys, these are the teams that I use to clear Mephisto. First of all, we have Null with this is the build with the mighty CTP of energy, and that's one of my best clears. And then I'll be also using Cable as my main DPS character in another run, and this is his build. He is rocking a normal CTP of energy, not mighty or brilliant. So then this is Shirag with another one of my clears with again a normal CTP of energy, and then we have Iron Man with the latest update Uni, and then last we have Moonstone as one of my clears. So I'll be using these characters to clear Mephisto, and these are not necessarily like I'll be using them on a few stages, and these are not like the best stages that they can go to, but I'll be using them because of the survivability issue, because I don't want to do the stage again and again. So first of all, we are doing stage 9 with Moonstone, and she is really good, no doubt there. Human Torch is actually kind of comparatively really good as well, and yeah, so the strikers are just normal attack boost strikers. You can use movement speed because she is kind of slow, but instead of doing that, I have put Sentry in the team because he's really fast, so he's gonna do all the running work. Now you need to keep in mind, as soon as Mephisto do these two slams, he's gonna do this, and you have to stay away from this circle attack or he will kill you instantly. So it's better you just wait and then attack. As soon as you see these circles forming around him, just move away, because this attack is gonna kill you ASAP. Like here also I had to switch. And Sentry is really good for just these Roman number, this outburst phase. And then Moonstone is just gonna pour on all the damage. Also make sure you don't stand in that purple attack for a long time. It's not gonna deal a lot of damage, but if you stay in that purple zone, you will get caught in that there is the thing that he encages you in that fire, and then you cannot move, and he'll be dealing a lot of damage to you, so you don't want to get trapped in that. So Moonstone's rotation is really simple. Everyone knows that you have to do 4 cancel awakening skill, and then 5th skill cancel into 3rd. Also, at this phase I actually lowered the graphics, and I don't know why, but there is some kind of visual bug in this attack, this triple attack, when you lower the graphics. So I kind of had to lower because when I was recording, the phone was lagging really bad. So I lowered the graphics, and then I don't know why, but the purple attack was showing the save zone in a different area than it actually is. Now this is a little bit of annoying stage, especially for Moonstone, because she's first of all really slow, and she kind of needs a build-up time also to deal damage. Sentry's damage is also not really good. That's what I've found so far. He's not really good, but you know, he's good for this movement speed, so we use him, and that's the first clear with Moonstone. And then next up we have Null. This is also one of my best clear. Null is super good for Mephisto, because first of all he also has type advantage being universal, and then Null has 5% additional pierce as his passive, so he deals a lot of damage. Null's movement speed is decent. He's not as fast as not Odin, Sentry or Iron Man, but he's there. He's good. His movement speed is good. Now again, remember, as soon as he's gonna do those two slamming attacks, you should stay away. Okay, I was gonna get caught in that, so I had to switch. Apocalypse also has a really nice movement speed. You can also use Apocalypse as one of the running characters that you can use. He's really good. The movement speed is really good in Apocalypse. The damage, however, is not, so he's kind of like Sentry for this one. I am kind of holding back the tier 3 skill because he's gonna do that purple cross attack that traces you. So I'm just gonna wait for him to do that first, but he is not doing that. Like usually now he do that, but again, you see, this is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of visually bugged when you lower the graphics. I don't know why that's the case, but try using better graphics. Okay. Again, for this stage you can just kind of go through him as well. Going through him is actually good, and when he was not doing it, so I think I should just use my tier 3 skill. And yeah, you can just leave the dragons to deal a bit of chip damage while you run away. Saves a bit of time. I think I accidentally procced on 5th skill. You see, you can just simply run through him. Doesn't really matter. Okay, shit, I should have used the tier 3 skill. I thought I'm gonna have him, but it's okay. We have plenty time. We can make mistakes. So let's just end him right here. Then next up we have Shirag on stage 5. It's kind of lower stage because the problem with Shirag is she kind of stays at one place, and Mephisto stacks all the burn damage, and that it, like completely degrades your HP so quickly. It's kind of really annoying dying again and again. So she can definitely go higher, but I'm using her at stage 5. And also, if you look at the strikers, I'm using all fire resist strikers, so she actually has 100% fire resist, and that's why Mephisto is dealing that burn damage in hundreds to me. Otherwise he'll be doing damage in, I don't know, around like 4 to 5k, which is a huge difference. And Shirag stays at one place, so it kind of helps. Like if you look at that, I'm literally taking no damage, which is really good. So the problem with Shirag is again not survivability but the damage. And here I brought Professor X for this running thing for the rage outburst phase. Shirag's damage is just insane. The good thing about the Shirag, especially against Mephisto, is during the first, the first one where the HP bar is hidden, in that phase and in this second phase, Shirag has a lot of ways to accumulate damage. So she's really gonna put a lot of good damage. But like when you move to the end of the third phase, which I'll show you, she actually her performance falls off. I shouldn't have done that. I wasted my 2-3 skill, a lot of damage. My bad. And another mistake. I thought I could run away. We are low on health. We need some kind of a lot of heal. Okay, I think okay. Yes. You see, like in this phase, you cannot accumulate damage. There's no way for you to accumulate damage, because if you accumulate, you're gonna get stunned, and if you're gonna get stunned, you're gonna get stunned in a chain again and again, and you will lose time, and then his rage meter will fill and he'll kill you instantly. So in this stage, her performance kind of falls off, just like for Null in that very end, that 7 bar, when the 7 bar are left, her performance kind of falls off again because there's no way for her to accumulate. Similar to that, she kind of falls off here as well in the end. But the thing is, she does the rest of the fight so quickly that she kind of equals it out. So that's my third clear, and then for my fourth clear we have Cable. Cable's damage so good, but the problem is, you know, Cable places his skill at a certain place, and if Mephisto goes out, like he is doing that again and again, you can see I'm losing a lot of damage. So I am usually done with this phase by now with Cable. But because he is jumping around so much, yes, we usually do this before he goes into this phase. Like the rage outburst phase never really fills up against Cable for stage 5. Also, a little bit of advice for this first phase is what you can do is, if you're using a character with someone like Cable, right? Cable, Moonstone, and also for Shroud, like basically all the characters that are using a proc, like of whether be it an obelisk proc or rage proc, sorry, not rage proc, energy proc, like the attack boost which is only for one single attack. You don't want to do chip damage, because if you're gonna do a little bit of damage continuously, the rage meter will fill, right? It is not in proportion to the damage that you deal, but I don't know, but it just fills. If you deal, like, even if you deal 1 damage to him or 1,000 damage to him, it fills in the same proportion, right? So you don't want to waste doing chip damage. Just wait and do your rotation and kite. That's what I usually do. And then look at this dude. Cable is so good. Cable is really, really good. He actually do this stage faster than you do Cable. Sorry, than you do Null at the exact stage 5. I missed my proc there. He is about to go in this phase change. I don't know when, but I might just. Okay. Kind of lost a bit of damage. Not a lot, but a bit of damage. But we are doing it really fast. Cable is really fast. He can do stage 6 with his team, or in fact 7. Like, if you look at the time, we can definitely go to stage 7 or 8. You see, we can definitely hit stage 8 with that time, which is really, really good. And then for the last one, I have Iron Man, and Iron Man is really good with this uniform, but again, similar to Cable, he kind of places his 5th skill or the tier 3 skill, like those are like area based skills, right? So if Mephisto goes out, you'll lose all the damage. And another problem, just like Cable, is he is also a glass cannon, so he kind of dies really, really quickly. So for him also, I am using all the fire resist strikers and one pure evil striker, which is giving me 10% damage reduction by all the super villains. Because there are I think there are total only 9 fire resist strikers, so I used 5 for Shirog and only 4 were left. Otherwise, if you get 100% fire resist, you get a lot of survivability. And I wasted my tier 3 skill there. I shouldn't have, but I wasted. Now he's gonna do this attack. I definitely don't want to get caught in that. Yeah, my rage proc is not activating. Oh god. MS so fast you can just run in circles around him. And this was actually one of my worst runs that I've had, because I used a tier 3 skill and it decided to do that circle attack again. And again, this was one of my worst runs I have ever done against Mephisto with Iron Man. I was dead there, you know. If he hadn't gone into that phase, I was dead right there. Okay, I might just shoot. This is okay. Yeah, Iron Man, although he has nice damage, but you know, losing that shield that he had with his endgame uni kind of affects survivability. I really need to pop a fifth fourth skill, like a lot of time. I just hope he don't kill me again. You know, the damage is really good. The accumulation on the tier 3 skill now is really good. At least we're back with our full health now. Don't worry about the time. We have a lot of burst damage. Iron Man has a lot of burst damage. I usually do this, I'm usually done by this time, this phase, but I don't know, where will be done by now. Yes, he has so much burst damage. So that's it for all my runs. That's how I use.